Happy Labor Day! Hello everybody, I am coming to you from my kitchen because I got back from the grocery store a little while ago, and of course, you know what that means? I saved a lot of money. I love shopping at H-E-B because I can look for their yellow clearance stickers, and that just means that the food is, a couple of days from, going to the expiration date, which, in case you don't know, doesn't mean a whole lot. It's far more beneficial to look at how the food smells and the visual appearance to see if something is bad. So when something goes on clearance, especially like meat at H-E-B, I'm so excited because I have all the tools that I need to stock up and save money. So one thing that rarely gets stickered is ground beef. And look what I found. So I was at H-E-B. We decided to do a barbecue today. So I had to go shopping super early, like 8:30 in the morning. And when I got to H-E-B, I went through the produce and I got a couple of things, lettuce and tomatoes and things like that. And then as I'm going to the meat, because I got to get hamburger meat, I see the yellow stickers. And when you see a yellow sticker on ground beef in the meat, you don't walk, you run. So I went and I stocked up on over 10 pounds of ground beef. Now, if you were watching me about a month ago, hey Loretta, if you were watching me about a month ago, you know that I stocked up on ground turkey. And lo and behold, I only have 2 pounds of ground turkey left. And they're in my freezer, going to be used this week. So I am just about out of meat, so it was time to restock up. So what did I do? I went and I found every single package, and they had like 5 of the ground beef. Now this is 80-20. If you don't know, 80-20 is the one you want to use for burgers because they're juicier. They have a little bit more fat content, and they just create that juicy burger that you're looking for. If you want to make something like spaghetti or trying to think, I make my sister makes something called kibbeh, which is a Syrian hamburger. Well, it requires less grease, so they get the 90-10. Well, they had 1 package of 90-10 as well, so I'm so excited. What did I do with it? Let me turn this around, I'll show you. I'm freezing it. So I had a couple of freezer, this is the old style of freezer mates, and these are the new ones. And that's what I wanted to share with you today, is their new freezer mates are super cool. There's so many different sizes. I just have a few. This long green one holds 2 pounds. So I don't have to measure out, hi Loretta, I don't have to measure out or weigh or use a scale. I just know when I fill that up, it's going to be 2 pounds of beef. And so here I've got 1 pound. So whereas this is the old 1 pound, this is the new 1 pound. And what's really cool is they have these ridges here. So when you put it on top, it kind of almost like slides into place, so it's not going to go anywhere. And they're modular, just like our modular mates for our pantry, which means that they're going to stack and nicely in your freezer and maximize your space. Of course, they're airtight, so if you know anything about freezer burn, you do not want to leave a lot of space between your food and your lid, because that air is what causes freezer burn. So you definitely want to use the container that's the right size, and you want to fill it up. And remember, when you're freezing, especially a liquid, you want to leave a little bit of space because liquids will expand. Solids like meat, not so much, but liquids definitely. So these are just 2 of the sizes. We have actually have 4 more sizes, but I only have 3 here today with me. So we have this size, which is it's a 1.1 quart. So it's about twice as tall as one of these. I'll show you that. So it's about, you can see it's about twice as big there. And then we do have a larger one. Okay, so that is our medium deep, and it will actually hold 2.5 quarts. So as you can see, it's twice as tall and twice as long. So you get a nice long one if you have a lot of, say, drumsticks to put in, or you're doing a bag of frozen fruit. This is a good size for that. And then we do have the last one that I have personally is this one. It's flat, so it's shallow. So it's great for things like berries, green beans, things like that you want to scoop out or that are long and flat, because you can see it's like super long. It's like super long. So I don't need these today. I'll work on my frozen fruits and vegetables later. And so this is going to allow me to save money because I can buy my meat on clearance. I can freeze it, and then I know it's going to stay good in this airtight container for up to, 2-3 months. You never want to freeze in these. So if you are buying these and you're just kind of like sticking them in the freezer, well, there's a lot of bacteria and things on that foam that's at the very bottom. It's soaked up all that blood and all of that liquid, and now it's all germy. You don't want to freeze that. You want to remove this, whether you put it in Tupperware or something else. If you're freezing your chicken or your beef or your turkey or your sausage, you want to take it out of the styrofoam and put it in something else. So the last thing I'm going to talk about real fast is our hamburger keepers. Now these are a summer exclusive, but they are available right now, so if you forgot to stock up, but not a lot of people know how to use them. So these are freezer safe, so that when you make your hamburger patties ahead of time, you can actually freeze them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this beef that's 80/20, because that's got a higher grease content, a fat content. It's going to make juicy burgers. I'm going to add my seasonings. I'm going to mix it all up, and then you take your ring and you put it right down inside, and then you'll put your meat right here. Your press, you're going to decide, do you want a 1/3? I hope you can see that. There's a little notch right there that says 1/3. Or you can flip it over and you could do a 1/4 pound. So I hope you guys can see that little notch right there. So that's a 1/4 pound. So all you do is, after your ground beef is in here, you're going to just press. Kind of give it some weight. And then you're going to measure it, and you're going to use that notch. So when you reach that notch right there, it's going to stop, and then that's how you know that you made a 1/4 pound patty. So after you've pressed down and you've created your hamburger patty, you're going to take this out. And what you're going to find is your hamburger is here, and there's a ring of empty space. No hamburger on this ring where this was sitting, okay? The reason for that is because when you freeze it, you want to be able to get that out, right? You want to be able to just pop it out real fast. So you just rinse, repeat. So you can make 2 or 3 or 4, and what's going to happen is the bottom is a seal. So this is a little ridge. This is a seal, and you're going to stick it on there, and you're going to seal them together to where they're going to create, I'm doing this one-handed, it's going to create a stack. These are sealed together. That one didn't press very hard. But now it's a stack of patties. Okay? So then I have a seal, and I left it because I won't be using it today. I apologize. There's a flat seal that goes right on top. Now this can go in the freezer. So when you need a burger, you're just cooking for 1 or 2, you just pull the one off the bottom. Okay? There we go. You just pull this one off. You take just this patty out of the freezer. You go cook it. And then you leave these in the freezer, okay? So this allows you to prepare ahead of time, and you can make a stack of 4 or 8, and these are on sale right now. So if you forgot to stock up on your hamburger patties, and you live in Texas, you know our heat and barbecue season is not going away anytime soon. So if you need these, please let me know. Anyway, that's all that I have for you. It's time to make some discount meats, and I'm going to use this meat that I got today that's perfectly good. It doesn't even quote-unquote go bad until, oh, it says today, but we're going to be using it today. We're going to be eating it today. I'll be freezing the rest of it, and we're going to have a Labor Day barbecue. Mama, all right, guys, have a great holiday. My son wants to say hello.
Do you like my nails?
We're going to have a great Labor Day, and I hope you do too. Enjoy your day off, guys. All right, bye.